All right, so there are a lot of different groupings of technologies that you can use to build web applications. And today I wanted to talk about just one of those groupings, which is called the MERN stack. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about number one, what is the MERN stack? And number two, how to learn it. So let's get into it. All right, first off, what is the MERN stack? So as I mentioned, a stack in web development is just a grouping of technologies. And these particular technologies are, first of all, MongoDB, that's the M, and it's the database in this stack. The E is Express, that is a server framework in JavaScript. The R is for React, which is a front-end library in JavaScript, and the N is for Node, which is a runtime environment for JavaScript. So let's talk about each of those in a little bit more detail. All right, so MongoDB is a very common and popular database, and part of the reason why it's so popular is that it's easy to learn, and it's easy to learn because it is document-based, not table-based. So a SQL database, if you're familiar with SQL or SQL, is table-based, and the tables relate to each other based on primary and foreign keys. And Mongo is not like that at all. You basically just take all the data you need in a big old JSON blob, and you put it into this thing called a document. And the thing is that it's easy to work with, but it's harder to enforce the structure with MongoDB, and it's also a bit harder to query. Because MongoDB lets you put data in the database with fairly minimal restrictions, it makes a good database to learn as a beginner. It also has good performance, so if you need fast queries, Mongo could be a pretty good option as well. One thing to note here, I mentioned that Mongo doesn't really have a query language like SQL, and so it's going to be important to learn an ORM. ORM stands for Object Relational Mapper, and for me it's just a way of interacting with the database in code. And the ORM I would recommend is called Mongoose. Moving on to E. E is for Express, and Express is basically just a way of writing full stack JavaScript applications in Node. You can use it as an API only framework, and it also has the capability of serving up templates for you. So you could basically build a full stack Node app, meaning that you've written the API and your app is also serving up the front end for users. In the MERN stack though, it's just going to be used as an API only. There was a very common stack called the MEAN stack, where the A stood for Angular, but React has since replaced it, which is why we're talking about the MERN stack. In any case, React is a great framework and you can't go wrong in learning it. And of course, the N in MERN is for Node. Node is a runtime environment, which for me in basic English just means a way of executing JavaScript outside of the browser, because JavaScript was originally written for the browser environment. And so Node is just a way of running JavaScript on your local machine or on a server without having to be in a browser. Okay, that brings us to our second part of this video, which is how to learn all these various technologies. And I basically have one overarching piece of advice, which is going to make all the other things that come after it a lot easier, and that is to learn JavaScript deeply. JavaScript is the basis for all these technologies, and if you know it well and you know your fundamentals, then learning all these various technologies and even other technologies that we haven't mentioned is going to be much, much easier. If you're asking where to start with JavaScript, I would say maybe go through Codecademy or Free Code Camp. I usually recommend people go through Free Code Camp and learn the basics, learn variables and loops and booleans and strings and numbers, and also learn closures and maybe even currying. Basically just get a sense of the fundamental syntax and also fundamental techniques of using JavaScript. From there, I would learn each part of this stack from top to bottom. So after you've learned your JavaScript fundamentals, you're ready to learn some about the DOM, basically how to make web pages interactive. And so I would build something like a to-do app where you've got an input, you're putting your to-dos in there, and then maybe you can strike them off. That would be a great way to learn how to interact with the DOM, which is the document object model. That's basically how you give the interactivity to your web pages. From there, I would learn how to fetch data from an API from a basic front-end app with vanilla HTML and JavaScript. And so I would use maybe the Star Wars API or the Open Weather API and just get familiar with writing JavaScript that fetches and then displays data. After that, I would build my own API. And so this will involve learning Express. The tools to build an API are baked into Node, but it's a lot harder. And of course, frameworks just make routine things easier. And so you could really build anything that you're interested in. Say you're interested in Formula One, you could build an API that gets a driver and their biographical data, or gets the current standings, or gets a list of the races for this year and their results. You really could go in any direction with this, with any particular topic that you're interested in, but the point is that you want to learn how to build a regular old REST API, and that will come into play later. In that project I just mentioned, you could be basically just storing the data in JSON and fetching it that way, but eventually you're going to want to integrate a database. And as I mentioned, I think MongoDB is a great choice. And so at this point, you'll have to learn that ORM I mentioned, Mongoose, and you'll also have to learn how to get and update data in the database. But at that point, you'll have a fully functioning API. So basically for this stage, I would replace maybe some hard-coded data that you were using before with an actual database connection. And then I would bring it all together. So the only missing piece at this point would be React. So I would maybe just read through the React documentation and try and build a very basic front end to display the data from this database through the API that you've written. And then at that point, you'll be using the MERN stack. I realize I probably oversimplified a little bit and it's not quite so easy, but the point is you want to learn the fundamentals, and then you want to learn each part individually, and then you want to put it all together. And I think in this approach, it will be a lot more accessible and hopefully a lot less intimidating than trying to learn all these things at once. So start with the basics and then focus on building projects, because projects are the best way to learn anything. So make sure to get your hands dirty and not just stay in the land of theory. Okay, that's it. That's all for today. Thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, you'd probably like the rest of my channel, which focuses on software engineering and self-employment, so consider sticking around. But regardless, thank you for watching. Remember, stay hungry, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.